The fifth Java experiment is write a Java program to demonstrate use of nested class. Here I used a word called as nested. That means one inside the another. If you use two for loop, one for loop inside another for loop, it is called as nested for loop. So in similar way, if I create one class inside another class, it is called as nested class. In Java programming, especially when you are writing some graphical user interface, we have to handle some events. In that case, we have to create some classes. Instead of defining that class outside, most of the times we are declaring that classes inside the another class. This will minimize the coding as well as easy to read the code. So this is one example for nested class. In this class, I have used two. In this example, I have used two classes. One is called as outer. Within that outer class, and I have created one more class called as inner. This is only for demonstration purpose. To understand how actually the nested class works. Nothing else. It won't give you any other proper classes. This is for just demo. Now in outer class, I have one instance variable called as m, and its value is already initialized to 30 here. Now I have created one more class called as inner inside the outer class. So I have created one variable within the inner class called as n, and it is initialized to 70. In that inner class, I have created one method called as a display method. The use of this display method is to display the value of m and n in formatted manner. One important point you have to remember: the class which is returned inside another class. For example, here inner. Here this inner class can access the data or instance variable m as well as n. But this outer class cannot access the instance variable n. The reason is the n is available only inside the inner class. It's not available in the outer class. This is called a scope. Scope of this variable is within only inner, inside the nested class. So n is available only here. If I try to display the n outside the inner here, it will show me an error message. But m can be accessed within inside the class. M scope is from here, from the beginning of the outer to the end of the outer. So m can be accessed here. Here it will display m value and n value. Once I created the outer class, I have to show the demo of that outer class. For that one, I have created here nesting demo. Remember, as I told in the previous class, it is a good practice to write public keyword in front of the class which contain the main method. And sometimes it will give you error here. If you recreate any number of experiment, the class which contain main method should be a public. It's a good practice. Once you create this public nesting demo, I have tried the main method. Inside the main method, I have to create an object of inner class because I want to display, because I want to call a display here. I need the inner class here. and I call display. Here I have created this technique here, outer dot inner. Here I have created one object called as in object, which is equal to new outer dot new inner bracket. It may be confusing for you what I done here, so it's a too complex sentence. To make it very simple, I can divide the same statement into two parts. What I done first, I have created one object of outer class. Using outer class, I have created one object. Using that outer class object, I have created one inner class object. Now see, first outer out object is equal to new outer. Here I have created an outer class object, and here I have created an inner class object. How? Out object dot new. I told that if I want to create a new object, if I want to create an object, I have to use the keyword called as new. So out object dot new. Here I have to give the constructor for the inner class. Now it will create an object called as in object. I can make it very simple way. Simple, instead of two statement, I can create it in a single statement like this. Here it will create a outer object. This statement will create a outer object, just like here out object. Okay, instead of new outer, you imagine it's like a out object dot new here, and this is called an inner. Okay, the remaining should be same, and I have to call a method called as display. It should display the m and n value here. That is nothing but 30 and 70. Now I have to compile and execute this program. Before that, I have to save it. I have to give the name nestingdemo.java. Then I have saved it. Once I saved, I have to compile. If there is no error, it shows finished successfully. If you got any error, just try to solve it. Okay, if still you have got a problem, you comment me in the section. Okay, now I have to build and execute. Now see, m value is 30, n value is 70. N is actually inside the nested loop. M is in outer loop, n is in inner loop. So it will display the output. Now this is an example for nested class. Thank you.